they're not going to have to deal with a problem like that unless somebody can step up from the Pioneers. Who is it going to be? You've got Banana Head, a lot of stats behind him, coming in as the offensive powerhouse for Pioneers. Somebody's got to make that move forward, Subi.
Yeah, and for me, it's going to be all eyes on Scrub, especially going up against Scrub Killa. And already,
classic.
Pioneers getting right to work on offense. A shot on target, and Super Locky puts the first one on the board for Pioneers.
Super Locky, I was wanting to step up from any player, and it's Banana Head with the pass off the backboard. This is why he was the #1 in assists on his team, being the backbone, setting up his teammate. And that's how you start out a game.
Sure, I'm impressed with that transition right there, breaking right out of defense, immediately into offense, and turning that opportunity into a goal. And Super Locky has a flip, gets it over Jack, and bang, bang play for Pioneers.
The Pioneers, they're ready 20 seconds in, and we've got 2 goals. Scrub Killa cheating on the kickoff, can't get a touch, left apparently Jack in a 1v1 scenario, and Super Locky, 2 for 2, baby.
And it might be a little too early to sound the alarms for Dignitas.
Oh, man, but that's a tough start. I mean, think about yesterday, how devastating it was. All you want to do is get back on the stage, redeem yourself. In the first 20 seconds, you're already down by 2 goals.
I mean, they got to get to work, and they need to get to work now. It is going to do wonders for their emotions if they can get a goal in the next minute, minute and a half. And you basically just take that deficit out of your head as Jack misses that ball through the corner, and Banana Head trying to get this ball forward. Leaves it for Scrub, and Scrub gonna pop that one all the way downfield. Beats Jorius for that ball, and Super Locky very smartly waits for that challenge by Jorius. Respects the transition play. Just like that, it's gonna happen, and Dignitas put themselves up.
And there it is, the composure that was lacking yesterday in the final 3 games. This is how they started out, with passing midfield. Apparently Jack finding Jorius down on the left side, a quick 1-2 pass. You've got a wide open net on the right side, and it's a simple play from Dig, but a very, very much needed one.
Yeah, and I really thought that was the right call there from Super Locky, waiting for that initial touch, coming down with the ground pinch, but it didn't matter. Put yourselves in a 2v1 against Jorius and Abjack. Good luck as Abjack looking for the clear. Doesn't use that flip, passes that ball forward, but just out of arm's reach from Scrub Killa. And Banana Head trying to get this ball out. Can't do it. The infield passes are live and wake for Dignitas, but not finding their mark on that one.
That seems to be the main play and strategy for Dignitas. Quick passes down on the opposite sides of the pitch. Passes working out. Maybe something else from Super Locky. He's 2 for 2, looking good in the first game, but Jorius, he's got space. The 1v1 player doesn't connect on the 50-50. And Dignitas, I want to reiterate, and before I do that, we've got Scrub Killa to tie things up.
Right over Scrub as well. Scrub Killa goes up and deletes Scrub from the play. Doesn't really matter after that, as Dignitas tied the game up. It didn't take too long either, just a minute later.
And what a pass from Jorius to get that pinch off the sidewall. Normally players in that situation will go for the shot to try and put it on the net, but instead that one just bounced right off the ceiling. Very creative stuff from Dignitas, and they're still mounting that offense.
Yeah, expect to see that early and often from Dignitas.
Yeah.
Definitely team passing plays. This Scrub can't catch up to that one. It's just a nice hard shot from Jack.
At this point, it looks like Dig, the speed, overwhelming for everyone on Pioneers. Banana Head, he's going up for the shot, doesn't even connect. Maybe wanted a bump because he knew he was going to be too late. Can't get that. And we've just got a nice follow-up from apparently Jack. Dignitas, a quick turnaround after an abysmal start.
And Banana Head misses that one.
Another one?
Nice challenge there from Scrub. Didn't give the time and space on that play to allow for a 1v1 scenario to develop, and Scrub Killa up in the sky, goes over one and under the other, but Super Locky able to deny on that goal line.
And after those first 20 seconds, Subi, Pioneers struggling to get out of their half. I mean, we've seen clears go forward, but if you got fakes coming out from Scrub Killa, it's going to be hard to keep the pressure.
Yeah, we know that they can bring the offense, and so far we haven't seen them bring the defense, and that's where they're going to need to find success, and that was a great demo, but apparently Jack smartly puts it into the side as Scrub can't quite keep up to that one, and Super Locky going to put the pressure on, and Banana Head smartly challenges that ball. 1v1 scenario, Super Locky up, and Jorius gets up as well to put that ball up off the crossbar, but still not out of harm's way.
Here we go, Super Locky.
Pioneers puts that one up, and no way! The save comes out from apparently Jack, and Dignitas still holding on.
Jack, what a touch to keep them alive. Pioneers, they've got this ball stuck in the offensive half. and you're asking what is it going to take to break down the defense. In the first 20 seconds, it seemed to be so easy and simple for the Pioneers, but Dignitas, a complete 180 on that back line.
I mean, they had to hold that down for a while, and I think the most surprising part of that, Turtle, was the fact that they were able to maintain boost throughout that entire onslaught that Pioneers was bringing forward.
Right.
Scrub coming forward,
Oh
gets
goodness.
it past it inside post, and good. Pioneers tie it up in game 1.
Scrub, such a smart play. Look at the awareness. Not only do we have the 50-50 from Super Lucky, but then the first touch from Scrub to get around all the players on Dignitas. I love the awareness on that, knowing he has space and going for a solo play. I think that's the second attempt now from a dribble out of the Pioneers. Super Lucky, he's been going for flicks, and now Scrub gets a piece of it. And Banana Head, the one player we haven't been bringing up, starts to show his true colors.
And he goes up and just flexes on Scrub Killa on the goal line. And Pioneers, 5 seconds later, put themselves up 1 in the series.
Man, the challenge game, the 1v1 department, Pioneers up against Dignitas. What is happening? It's a roller coaster of emotions. You think Dig, they've buried themselves out of it, and now Pioneers are back in the game, up 1 goal, 1 minute and 8 seconds left, all off of 1v1 plays.
And I'll tell you, Turtle, for this being a game 1 and LAN debut for all of these rookies, you could have fooled me. I still don't believe that these guys are rookies. Yep. They are playing like veterans out there as Scrub Killa gets the ball on the top of the box, and Super Lucky pushes this back down the field into the corner. He has Banana Head available behind him, and he is going to clean that one up as Scrub going to just patiently wait for Abjack's clear, and good patience. Goes over one, has the double tap, and goes far post, but narrowly avoids the shot as that ball can't find its mark.
Scrub, 38 boost. He got bumped off the backboard, almost recovered in time. But the crossbar, the MVP for Dig so far.
And final 20 seconds coming up here. Dignitas have the ball in the right half of play, but the ball gets all the way down to Dignitas' half. And they're going to have to march the full length of the field if they want to tie this one up. As Jorias pops it up. Here comes Abjack, going to leave it for Scrub Killa. Scrub Killa gets beaten out by Scrub, and Jorias puts it back over to Abjack. And Abjack can't do much with that. Ball goes all the way back down to Dignitas' half, and Jorias smartly puts it up to Scrub Killa. Scrub Killa up, and Abjack looking for a double tap, can't quite find it. And the shot comes on, Demo's there, but Scrub puts it into the ground, and Pioneers take game number 1.
Oh, what on earth has happened to Dignitas? They started off horribly, and you think it's just first game jitters, maybe nerves. They pick it back up, start dominating on the field, and then it gets reversed again for the Pioneers. And it's from solo plays. The last thing you'd expect, you've got Dignitas, Jorias, apparently Jack, Scrub Killa, notable 1v1 players who are losing in the 50-50 departments and not able to challenge on those 1v1 flicks.
As we take a look at the Mobile 1 high-performance replays, a lot of speed present on the field, and Banana Head with that 50, all of them getting hype, fist bumps all around. And I'll tell you, I think the major difference in that game there was the demos. We saw almost none, and I think it was none from Dignitas, and super heavy in favor of the Pioneers.
Well, it's super weird to see Dignitas not going for demos, not getting aggressive, and I think T-Bait said it himself. You need to loosen up on the field, and demos, that strategy only comes out when you're feeling comfortable. So if you're not seeing any demos, that's how you know Dignitas, they aren't happy on the stage. They can't find their rhythm, and you know, speaking about demos for Dignitas coming in here in the winter split, they demoed the most as a team on average. So to see them not even get 1 or 2, that's bizarre.
Yeah, I'm just so impressed with the Pioneers representing OCE so well in that game number 1 and coming out. And you heard Banana Head talking about it. The speed is something that makes them different, and they were playing mighty speedy in game number 1 as game 2 underway, and already Dignitas off to a better start as the ball immediately in the Pioneers' half, and more importantly, haven't let them score just yet.
But they still got to win on that challenge game. Going for the midfield pass to Abjack. He connects on it, but it's saved, and then Banana Head, gets the follow-up. The defense, I'm so impressed with the Pioneers. They're able to win these challenges and get in front of star strikers like Jorias and deny him.
On Scrub, losing a lot of boost there as Scrub Killa puts it over to the side, and Pioneers looking to get to work here in game number 2. First offensive surge we've seen from them. Flip reset over 1, a dunk on the goal line, but apparently Jack getting the better of the 50-50 in that situation as Banana Head goes up, gets the double, and Scrub Killer denies, and Pioneers.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to see the mechanics play this well against one of the best European teams. We've seen it in OCE. Yes, they look so good, but normally that play doesn't transition over to other regions. Right now, it definitely is. The ball on the goal line, Banana Head turns it away, and Scrub Killer in between two to put Dignitas up 1.
And Subi, you were talking about mechanics for Pioneers, but there's some mechanics from Jorius on the side of Dignitas. Gets the flip reset and a better 50-50 to force it into the midfield. This is the Dignitas that we know and love and have come to appreciate. But will it last? How consistent can they stay on defense?
Yeah, I think Dignitas really just need to settle down. Obviously, yesterday, very demoralizing to get reverse swept, especially against a team like SSG, who is just barking in your ear all game long.
Right.
And Dignitas realize the implications if they drop this series to the Pioneers. It would just be disaster to put themselves so far down in that lower bracket. Oh my goodness! Oh, he gets the demo, pushes the ball through, and we were talking about mechanics.
Oh my
How about this?
The midair snipe, taking him out. If you can't get the follow-up on the ball, it's an even better play just to take out the goalkeeper.
Oh, I love to see it. Demos everywhere. Doesn't matter where you are. If you're on Dignitas, you're not safe. Even the coach needs to look out back there. They are just looking to remove everyone from this pitch.
And I'm wondering, Subi, did the Pioneers watch that Space Station Gaming series against Dignitas and know that the momentum started with those demos? Arsenal, Reynolds, Daniel, getting so aggressive. 22 demos in total in that series for SSG, and now Pioneers are starting to get a piece of it themselves.
Well, one thing that I know for sure, and I think you can attest to it, is you get demoed once, okay, no problem, part of the game, but
is that in?
That's just in. All the way downfield, great clear. He recognizes where the defense is. Sees Abjack rotating late, and Jorius went for side boost and can't catch up.
And I'm looking at the communication for Dignitas. If we are aware of every player is, Jorius was going in for a midfield pass that Abjack didn't go for until far too late. That made Jorius rotate all the way back to the midfield boost. Couldn't get possession, and now he's missing a shot off the kickoff. What is happening for Dignitas?
That's just a poor attempt right there. You have to have those. Those opportunities aren't going to present themselves. Nice dump off pass, and they make it up. Dignitas tie it back.
Even if the defense starts to get sloppy, as long as that offense can keep putting in shots and keep securing some goals, you've got a chance. And they have been stuck in this half the entire game. We talked a lot about Pioneers. Dignitas are holding so much pressure.
But Pioneers doing such a great job of taking advantage of every single opportunity that they're given.
Right.
And they realize, hey, we might not be on offense a ton in this series, so we've got to make it count. As Scrub puts this ball down, doesn't get a challenge on Abjack, and Abjack rotating through, looking for bodies, doesn't find any, as Banana Head given so much space, and that one is questionable. Dignitas really spreading the field there, and maybe they're just confident in their abilities to really run the field.
Oh my goodness, off the crossbar again.
The crossbar is his bane of existence right now.
And for Dignitas, they're getting comfortable. The Pioneers, well, it's worked in game one, being a bit more passive, being able to hold it down on defense. You're giving more time for Dignitas to get comfortable, get warmed up, find their rhythm on offense, which is the last thing you want to do. Don't give them any space. Here's Jorius off the sidewall. He's going to pinch to the back for Scrub Killer, and we'll see if they can start a counterattack.
Oh, I love the team passing plays we're seeing from Dignitas, but again, accuracy being slightly an issue. That one far post, and Jorius cleans up for Dignitas.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. You're giving Dignitas all this possession, so many shots, back to back to back, and eventually one is going to fall in. Dignitas, they are getting in that rhythm. While it's sloppy, they're finding it.
It doesn't matter if you miss a few, as long as you keep that ball in the offensive half, and eventually you're able to clean up those rebounds as Jorius up off the ceiling. That one a little too far forward. Super Lucky trying to challenge that ball, does get a piece. Scrub Killer coming in. Banana Head turns this ball away and slowing things down. Smart play from him. Dribbles around Jorius, and good 50-50 to keep things alive, but they just cannot get any offense started right now. And look at that pass to the top of the box. No one home for Dig.
Man, with this defensive playstyle, Subi, the Pioneers, they need to focus and put all their energy into the counterattacks. That's where the bread and butter is. That's how they can take down this Dignitas roster.
I agree.
You think back to that early shot from their own half that just went into a wide open net. But I don't know how often that's going to happen if Dignitas are getting more and more comfortable. Here's Scrub. What's the counterattack going to look like? It's just given right to apparently Jack,
nice.
Who's then getting a demo from Jorius, and they're keeping the pressure on. Scrub Killer getting aggressive as the third man, and Pioneers finally get that breakout.
Yeah, that was a dangerous play there. As Banana Head turned away by Jorius. Where's the follow-up? Super Lucky waiting. Didn't have a ton of boost, has to rotate back towards defense. Banana Head trying to just pre-flip into that ball, gets a piece of it,
10
and
seconds.
less than 10 seconds to go. Scrub, that ball centered perfectly, and Super Lucky gonna have time and space to come off of the wall, off of the ceiling, and Scrub Killa smartly goes up, sends the ball back down, and Dignitas tie this series back up.
And very routine plays from them, getting more involved on offense, finding some demos on the rotations back. We saw them get aggressive. And just again, I want to reiterate, that's a sign that they're getting comfortable. That's what you want. If you're a Dignitas fan, the more comfortable they can get on the defensive line, the better. And for Dignitas, they were struggling so much yesterday against Space Station Gaming. And for Pioneers, I don't think this is the right strategy. You're giving too much space to Dig. They are going to find a way to break it down, and they're just getting more minutes on offense, which is not what you want to give.
Yeah, and taking another look at the Mobile One high-performance replays, you saw that ball rattle off the post, and we've seen a few of those so far where the ball just so close to going in for Dig. And I agree with you, Turtle. The more times you give them opportunities to shoot, the smaller and smaller those windows get, and they're just going to start sniping the upper 90. They're going to be hitting their mark time and time again. But right now, Dignitas trying to rally back and take this series, and how interesting would it be if Pioneers do end up taking this series? But this is where it all starts. Game 3, so important.
Pioneers, this is their first series of the tournament. Dignitas, they lost yesterday against Space Station Gaming. If they want to have a chance at that #1 seed to get an extra life in the playoff bracket, they have to win this series. So important to have that extra life. Oh, the 50.
And Scrub Killa with the nice save positions himself so smartly on the goal line, directly center line, so that way if that shot goes nice and hard to the close post, he's able to get there as Jorius gets 2 demos. Goal is open, and apparently Jack just hammers it home.
And there's no doubt in my mind as to why there was some hesitation here from the defender. You could see Banana Head rotating back. He didn't want to go up right away. He would have own goaled it if he crashed the net. 2 players taken out. His teammates nowhere to be found. Dignitas start out on the right foot.
Wasting no time in game number 3. Want to put themselves on match point, but still plenty of time here, and they've got to hold Pioneers at bay, and most importantly, not get ahead of themselves, because that's where we've seen Pioneers find success, is the long clears and finding Dignitas at a man disadvantage as Abjack gets in the way of that. Scrub trying to fake out Scrub Killa, and Banana Head completely misses on the ball. Not sure if he was faking or was trying to get that soft touch to put it towards the post.
I think he might have been going for a backboard read, something to go off of that post even, instead of that third man. An important play from Pioneers, and they are still winning a lot of challenges, Subi. 50-50 game still has been strong from Pioneers, but I've noticed they don't have the same level of support following them up from the teammates. Somebody needs to get that follow-up and continue on with the offense. It's very flat from the Pioneers.
I agree. I think their second man needs to be just a little closer on the offensive push, because like you were saying earlier, Dignitas just given so much time and space, and they almost immediately stifle their own offensive push by playing so spread out. But Scrub gonna slow things down, go up in the air, challenge Scrub Killa. That ball's close, but a little too far off.
And that's exactly what we're talking about. He went up a solo play, won the 50-50, but nowhere to be found was a second man in rotation to follow it up.
Yeah, eventually, almost own goal there from Jorius.
What is going on?
Got to flick this one, and if you don't know what you're doing, certainly your opponents don't either. As Dignitas trying to get the offense going yet again. That shot's on target, and Super Lucky turns it away. And yeah, Turtle, I'd really like to see Pioneers eventually just say, okay, we're in this, yes, first land. We don't want to make any big mistakes, but you've got to start going all in at some point. And I think they could find some success because, like you said, they are winning those challenges up early. Super Lucky goes up, can't find the double, and Banana Head there for the cleanup, but again, the offense just kind of stalls.
But that's the foundation we wanted. Really early challenge from Banana Head. And while the shot was not accurate, the positioning was spot on. Here comes another challenge win from Super Lucky off the backboard. Jorius is there. He's going to take his time. A slow first touch. Wins the 50-50. A huge one for Dig, and that's going to relieve pressure.
Tons of pressure and allow them to reboost up. All three members have a lot in the tank to work with on this offensive surge as Jorius sees apparently Jack. Apparently Jack kind of fakes out Scrub, gets by one, and uses that nice little flip into the corner. Is Scrub searching for demos? It opens up, but look at that. Scrub Killa spawning the perfect time, perfect place to hold down the back line for Dig.
And here he is again on offense. Almost got the double tap. Could have followed it up. Didn't get the connection, and we're down the other way.
A nice pinch in the corner from Jorius. Going to push things up as still Pioneers. Not a lot of offense present here in game number 3. Great 50-50 there from Scrub Killa. Can't quite get that double tap. You saw the great defense from Banana Head, but it left the goal line wide open. And Dignitas starting to pick apart the Pioneers.
Yeah, and look at these consecutive touches there from Abjack, forcing a 50-50. Banana Head had to go for a clear off the right side, and the speed from Jorius to win out on the challenge left the net wide open on that bottom left spot. They have found the rhythm. They're getting comfortable. Spent so many minutes on offense, and they know exactly how they want to fight against that defensive Pioneers.
And Jorius just coming in from who knows where to get the challenge on that one. Gets it over 2, but Scrub Killa a little misplaced on that one. Scrub gonna pass it over to Banana Head, the 50-50. Oh my goodness, how does that go in?
Stubby, I don't want to call it luck. I don't know what else this is. I believe it bounced off Abjack. Whether he saved his flip, I think Banana Head. You madman.
Oh, Scrub giving a little extra push as well on that, and we'll call that one the banana split as Pioneers.
You did not just go there. Not the banana split, Super.
With a cherry on top, baby, but still looking to tie this game up. Less than a minute to go, Scrub Killa.
I think he saved his flip too, Banana Head. The timing on that.
You know, we might get to see that one
unbelievable
on the top plays tomorrow, and we'll get to
Hopefully.
break it down some more as Pioneers, 40 seconds remaining, starting to pepper the net. As that is a great save and clear as Super Lucky comes off the side wall. Can't quite find the flip reset there. Banana Head gets the demo, shots up off the crossbar, but Jorius turns that one away in less than 30 seconds to go. Pioneers heating up, but a big clear downfield from Scrub Killa.
Oh, that was huge. Needed to relieve all that pressure. They were getting demoed. So much aggression from Pioneers. And with 20 seconds left, they're only within 1. They're heating up, and things are going their way, but not if you're losing challenges in your own end.
Less than 10 seconds to go. That clear downfield, but Abjack gonna push it up, and Scrub Killa deletes Scrub from the pitch as Banana Head has to keep this ball up. Abjack gladly gonna hit that one down, but Super Lucky waiting there, gonna pop it up, and Scrub Killa up, puts it to the side wall. Abjack gets 50 to midfield as Jory is so fast, beating out the last player for Pioneers, and this ball Scrub keeps it alive.
Scrub Killa
gives Pioneers a chance, but Dignitas hold on in game 3 and put themselves on series point.
After what happened yesterday, Scrub Killa, I don't think you should be pushing your luck right now. That was so scary to keep that one up in the final moments with all that pressure. But I guess not. He's calm, cool, collected. That's why he's the Scrub Killa, okay? There's one Scrub. That's why he's the Scrub Killa. But all in all, Dignitas, they've gotten their footing. They found it. That's really all it is. With all the time they spend in the offensive half, they're getting demos, which we talked about earlier, which they've been doing all winter split long in their own region. So to see them find that play style, lock in, and really do some damage.
That was insane. That goal from Banana Head. I don't know. We're going to have to break that one down later because it was impressive. But Dignitas so close to getting their first series win here in the Winter Major. They can taste it. They know it's on the horizon. But I'll tell you, I really think they find so much success when Scrub Killa is willing to play that third man and just let Abjack and Jorius just go forward, take the leashes off, and do their thing.
Right. And it's hard and difficult for a player like Scrub Killa to sit back and watch because obviously we know he's got the 1v1 skills. He's got so many mechanics. When you look at Scrub Killa, he's going to be doing damage in every side of the field, in every part of it. So it doesn't matter where he is, he can do literally anything. So for him to sit back, that's a tough pill to swallow.
I mean, it must feel so good having that many skills in your bag of tricks to just say, you know what?
It's also a double-edged sword, though.
It is, because it gives you the confidence saying, I can do it all. And okay, if we're not succeeding, let me try and do it. And you can put yourself out of position. But thankfully right now, seems like they're all on the same page. Seems like communication not being an issue for Dignitas. We haven't seen any double commits. We haven't seen any misplays. We have seen a few missed positions which have led to goals that Dignitas absolutely needs to clean up. But right now it's working for them, and that's what's most important.
And Pioneers, I have faith in them coming into this next game because of what that last minute or two looked like for them. The beginning, very flat, couldn't get anything on offense. They were struggling to win the 50-50s, transitions not working out, but they started to pick things up with the speed, being much smarter and creative whenever they move on offense. They were getting demos on the third man, oftentimes taking the midfield boost, I noticed as well. We need to see more of that. You can't start out so slow because it's been Dignitas in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, and it's always a good sign if you see Scrubkilla smiling, feeling relaxed, feeling comfortable. Oh, he is absolutely ready.
Maybe they're roasting him about keeping the ball up in the last few seconds.
I mean, I would.
Yeah. How could you not? This has been scary, man. These players, destined for greatness if they're comfortable right now on this stage. All the pressure on the line, especially for Pioneers as we get into game number 4, Dignitas on match point.
Pioneers, with their backs pressed up against the wall, need to get 2 wins in a row to take the series. Is Banana Head going to push this ball forward, and Scrubkilla gets denied by Super Locky, and that's an open net.
Open.
And Banana Head going to strike first for Pioneers.
And this is what I was asking for at Pioneers. Keep up with that speed at the beginning. A double commit from Abjack and Scrubkilla. Jory is left alone in that third man rotation. Slower as usual, and can't get the follow-up. That's a similar play to what we saw earlier, Subi.
Yeah, I feel like that one's my fault. The moment I brought up no double commits, they go out and do it. It's Scrubkilla, 50-50 neutral for both teams, as Super Locky coming in to clean things up, and Banana Head lets that one sky high, and Scrub gonna put it back into the corner. Gets deleted by Scrubkilla, living up to his name. And Dignitas looking to find success here, get their first series win, and find a victory finally against Team Queso. Regional 1, 2, 3. There we go. Ties up the game, and we'll get back to that point later.
And you can see the speed from Jorius. Wasn't that third man spot. Scrubkilla making Scrub work for it. The 1v1 in the air between the 2 Scrubs. And Jorius is here to punish.
Yeah, it's really confusing on my notepad when I have Scrub on both sides of it scoring goals. Just doing everything for both teams. But Dignitas allowed an easy goal early on here in game number 4. Not gonna allow that lead to grow and grow.
But they've been bouncing back really quickly. Oh, what a pass across, and Super Locky, he answers.
So beautiful infield pass here from Scrub, recognizing the goal line was a line. And Super Locky just going over both defenders. Pioneers looking so strong when they do eventually get on offense.
And the positioning from Super Locky is aggressive. Exactly what Pioneers needed earlier on. Make sure you're backing up that strong, aggressive player, supporting him with your positioning. Super Locky, he was right in front of the net, and another shot off the side wall. Would have been great to see it back-to-back for the Pioneers as we look to maybe get into game 5.
Yeah, Scrub, nice challenge there in midair, and like we were talking about before, Turtle, Dignitas finding a lot of success. No way. Yes, no way. He goes far post and then somehow hits it back towards the center of the net.
These diagonal passes for Dignitas. He's staying on the side. He wins the challenge and still recovers to get the follow-up. That was nasty from Abjack.
Dignitas looking in true form now, but they just keep allowing the easy ones to go in just like that. Off of the kickoff, Pioneers get it back.
How are you going to cast or curse him? Off the kickoff, a super easy goal indeed. Banana Head, all the space given to him. Scrubkilla, he went for the boost, couldn't get it back in time. The rotation slightly slow, and now we've got Pioneers back in the lead.
Very interesting. I know when I'm watching high-level teams play, there's always someone cheating up, but I am a fan of when you're cheating up, you're still... Oh, you almost got that one in. I'm a fan of that second player not rushing past the ball immediately, but just being there just in case there's that neutral 50. Is Super Locky forced into a save there, and Scrubkilla cleaning things up, gets the demo on the goal line and cleans it up himself. Again, Dignitas tie us up in game 4.
And we found ourselves in a little bit of a pattern. Pioneers, they bounce back, get the lead. Dignitas can easily recover too with a demo of their own. They had to work for it a little bit more than I'd say Pioneers on that previous goal. But nonetheless, we're tied up.
Yeah, it seems like Dignitas starting to score with ease here in game number 4 and allowing the easy ones in as Scrub looking for Scrub Killa. Banana Head gets that ball popped up as Jory is forced into an awkward save, and that ball not finding its mark, and Scrub Killa saving the goal line there as Pioneers rushing back on defense. And Super Lucky just slides that ball.
Joyce is up,
and he's off the ceiling, gets the flip, gets the shot, and puts it upper 90 and in.
Jory, how are you gonna do this to them? They've got a defense they need to take care of, man. You can't be hitting this shot off the ceiling.
You could see him setting it up. You could see the mechanics start to flaunt, and he puts that ball perfectly in its home. And Dignitas up 1, but still somehow 7 goals later, we still have a whole half of Rocket League to play.
What is this game? It's a shootout. It's a sloppy shootout, and I'm all here for it.
Absolutely. Let's get the clips going. I am ready. As Banana Head going up, looking for a double of himself, and can't quite get there as the crossbar denies, and Scrub put into an awkward situation, 2v1, waiting for his teammates to get back, and they do so indeed as Banana Head double commits on that play, and Scrub Killa slowing things down. Appjack looking for a double, and oh my goodness, Dignitas on fire.
They're in free play. They're in free play, Subi. They're given so much space, winning 1 challenge, the first touch over Banana Head, and then Appjack, routine play to follow it up. 2 goals now. They've got security, and if it goes along the same pattern, they might give away a kickoff goal, but at least they have that extra one.
I mean, they had the opportunity there.
Yeah,
if Scrub hits that on target, I think that's a goal. But either way, Dignitas giving themselves a very nice buffer here. In game number 4. Now all they have to do is hold on for 2+ minutes as Jorius puts this ball into the corner. Going to go up off the ceiling yet again and carry the ball all the way downfield. And again, Turtle, I'm just going to agree with you on the fact that Pioneers are giving Dignitas so much time and space, and I don't understand why.
It's weird because sometimes they'll immediately swap that play style and get super aggressive. Maybe they're in comms, hyping each other up. They need more energy because they have the potential. It's all there, but it's so inconsistent. Here's Jorius off the backboard. Oh my goodness, he's trying to get as many clips as he can. And for Dignitas, the key here is to not get over extensive with your rotation. Make sure you don't get too hungry for those clips. You don't want to over rotate. And when you're hitting shots like that from Joyous off the ceiling, Appjack's getting double taps. There's so much space in the midfield for him to also get a pass in the midfield. Lost the 50-50 against Scrub, but Scrub Killa is in the backfield. Under a minute left. Just hold on for Dignitas, and you've got a chance at that #1 seed.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of help from the Pioneers, who they are playing right now, as they would have to take down SSG. Going to be a tough task, but I'll tell you, the Pioneers, I think, have exceeded my expectations for sure.
Absolutely.
I thought they were going to come out and Scrub Killa coming out, getting a goal here in game number 4. But with that being said, Pioneers have looked very, very fast today, and at times they have just looked unstoppable.
They've got the pieces that they need. It's just how do you assemble them on offense and where do you position each other? I think it's all connecting at times, like we talked about, consistency. How often can you stay aggressive, support your teammates against a team like Dignitas? And they were giving them chances, a couple of kickoff goals. The defense didn't start out too great. Game 1 in favor of Pioneers. But ultimately, Dignitas will recover, bounce back after a rough day 1. In day 2, they're here to stay. And like we talked about, give them a chance at #1 seed.
And for Dignitas fans around the world, just a big sigh of relief saying, okay, our team made it to the major, and now they have shown up to the major. Dignitas getting their first series win over the KC Pioneers.
They have arrived, and now the momentum can start. Appjack, happy as ever to get a LAN win and to find success on the main stage. It's got to feel good, and smiles all across the board Obviously a heartbreaking defeat, but this is their first game on the stage.
Right.
The first time that we're seeing them all tournament long, so it's only up from here for the Pioneers.
Well, and with how heavily favored Dignitas was to win,
Exactly.
I don't think it looked like that at all on the pitch, as you see fist bumps all around.
Yep.
Appjack going over to greet the Pioneers, and mutual respect between both
100%.
teams. And I'm very excited to see this Pioneers team play against SSG.
I mean, I'm sure that Appjack is giving them fist bumps and just praying that they're going to do something against SSG, cause some damage, because that's what they need to get that #1 seed and have a chance to force a tiebreaker. Appjack, we're going to take another look at all the double taps, all the free play shots, the clips that they were hitting. We did see some great plays from Banana Head too. Super Locky was a beast on offense. Scrub trying to fight against Scrub Killer. It was definitely a match that we love to watch.
That was so fun. And I mean, Mobile One High Performance Replay might have well been called the Dignitas High Performance
exactly.
Replay. It was just their free play, their time to style, their time to shine. And again, it just has to feel so good to finally get that win and just say, okay, we're good. We might not make the upper bracket, but at least we know we'll be there this weekend, hopefully.
Yeah. 100%. And Dignitas, the fans at home, I know there's so many people supporting Dig. That's what you want to see. Even if it's shaky at the start, give them time, give them more experience on land, more experience here at the major, and slowly you can expect that momentum to start building at a snowball.
Yeah, and it wouldn't feel right if we didn't have Appjack and Johnny Boy on the mic. Ooh. Let's hear what they have to say after that match.
I am indeed joined by Jack, and it's good to see you, man, first of all. Yeah. It's good to see you guys winning as well. But you didn't start off all that great. They got the game 1 against you. Did you expect them to come out with this level of performance?
I mean, I know every team here is good. You know, it's the major, and we didn't scrim these guys coming into it because they're in our group, obviously. But we've heard good things about them. They're fast, they're organised. So I definitely expected them to bring a high level. They definitely showed a lot better performance in game 1 than I thought they would because it's their first match. But yeah, they deserved the win in that one.
And yesterday, you obviously didn't get the result you wanted against Space Station. You started great, so unlike today, but then they came back. So what have you guys been talking about? What have you been thinking to try and make sure that doesn't happen again? And how are you going to improve as the rest of the event goes on?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we could improve on from that first match. Obviously, we started off good, and they came back, which credit to them. There was things that we could have done better. We thought that we could bring more energy, which we tried to do today, and that definitely helped bring the mood up and keep the level of play high. And there's other stuff, obviously, which I'm not going to go into. But yeah, there's a lot of things we worked on last night, and it showed today.
And you mentioned that energy. Do you think that affected you guys? It obviously helped them when they were getting hyped up, and they were definitely starting to pop off because of that. But did you guys get affected by that, listening to them screaming at the other side of the stage?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely played the mental game better. You know, it got in our heads a little bit. You know, everyone could say that it didn't. They're not affected by it, but there's obviously some subconscious thoughts there that are like, oh, they're getting momentum, they're getting hyped. So yeah, definitely. I mean, they played it well.
Well, you've made it through this group, or this game, so you need them to beat SSG in order to have a chance of getting that top spot in the group. Do you think they've got what it takes? Do you think they can take that in Space Station?
Like I said, Pioneers are great. I think Space Station also playing really well, so I think it'll be a close match. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully they can get the win.
Well, you're not going to have to wait long because we're going to come back right after the break with that exact match, so don't go anywhere.